right, so here's the otherworldly mixed martial arts talent, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing and has Bulis in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Khabib is as undefeated as fighter Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Azbul in his corner.
Champ tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon.
You ready? You ready? Do it.
Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight.
Massive elbow.
Too easy. Khabib Nurmagomedov gets the early takedown. Opposition knew it was coming, unable to stop it as usual.
Well, he'll tell you. He'll tell you that he's going to take you down, and he has so many ways of getting to that takedown. He's as good as they come in terms of setting him up, and right away he gets to fight exactly where he needs it to be.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want... Oh, nice double leg, yes. Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You gotta make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Nurmagomedov has got full mount now. 3 minutes to go.
Nice. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
All right, feet on the hips here. Ground and pound strike there now.
Nice shot there by the tail. When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
Oh, nice right hand from Khabib Nurmagomedov. DC, we talk so much about the wrestling and the grappling. You can't sleep on Nurmagomedov's boxing, though. That left hand's getting home.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Nurmagomedov gets touched by that kick there. All right, so once more he takes the fight to the ground. That was his game plan, exactly what he planned on doing coming into the fight. So far, so good.
So far, so good. There's no reason to be disappointed. He does a fantastic job of entering, and once he gets to the takedowns, he does a great job of securing top position and really getting damage off on his opponent. In the half guard.
Well, Khabib Nurmagomedov might have been able to win a kickboxing match here tonight, but taking the path of least resistance and really having his...
Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Knee on belly.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Oh, really using his... Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Oh, nice jab, nice kick. Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one.
Oh, he's got a guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, working inside the closed guard now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
10 seconds left. Final seconds of round one. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Gotta be careful there.
5 minutes in the books.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the angle, never allowing his opponent to get a beat on what type of finish he was trying to go to.
Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA, gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, DC. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch.
Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
That is tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, side control now. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Well, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Big ground and pound.
Khabib's back in side control here. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position. He's raining down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's gonna get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, so there it is again. Rinse, repeat, another takedown, just like we mentioned off the jump. This wrestler has been up in his opponent's face all night.
Well, according to the game plan, it would be take this guy down and ground him out. It's exactly what he is doing. Every time he level changes, He gets to the hips, gets to his angle, and he secures these takedowns. He could not be happier. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body. Again, making great use of his length in this matchup. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, and yet another knee finds the target. So a huge moment here. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
You're always thinking wrestling when you fight Khabib, but you better be very wary of his stand-up. He's developing his skill every single day.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Nurmagomedov's back to the side control now. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so next round underway here, and you gotta admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Beautiful timing on display there. Nice takedown lands. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Side control now.
Yeah, he's gonna try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure to...
Oh, he's out of danger!
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? I have.
Oh, another bruising shot right to the body. I wouldn't think you want to take too many more of those.
No, John, you gotta defend. You got to address a tactic that has worked this many times, this early in a fight. You cannot allow it to continue to build, because once that momentum gets going, you will have no way of stopping it.
And I don't have a lot of muscle over there, so I don't think I could take too many of these if I was a player.
You need that body like mine if you want to get hit down there. You can't be too skinny. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Oh, nice kick to the body there. Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together.
It all comes together. Nothing feels better to go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired. Nothing feels better.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount.
Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going to him.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athlete's back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down, but he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Setting up an arm bar now. Oh, that's tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You gotta keep position over submission. Now he's going full mount.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. This is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty... Oh!
Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty. Oh, nice elbow. Oh, nice level change.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Nurmagomedov getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
There it is. Now he's on him out.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, nice straight. That'll work.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, Nurmagomedov's looking for a Darce choke here.
That Darce choke is tight.
Still pursuing the submission here.
He is like a dog on a bone. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, that was deep, but he got out.
That was beautiful submission defense by this guy.
And now he reverses position. Wow. Side control now. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there. But fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. And with authority, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Nice transition.
Look to counter that hook. Let's go. Look to counter that hook.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Khabib's in half guard. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. 10 seconds to go in round 4. Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Great job. He's dominating that last round with ground control. We want to keep that going. Let's get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. Take it back down.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it, because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round. All right, so multiple submission attempts for him in that previous round. We'll see if he gets back to it in this next round, but I gotta think, DC, a little frustration starts to creep in when you try and unable to succeed on multiple occasions.
But then you just try again. You know, we know that this young man may be a little discouraged because he thought that he held such a massive advantage that the fight would be over at this point. But it didn't work out just yet. You know him, he will continue to go down the path.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. Oh, right into mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard.
Oh, right to the mount. What submission is going to be? Oh, I think he's going for an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across, secured with his head.
Oh, Bale's on the submission now.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, so he gets back to the feet. That was seemingly the only way he could win this fight. Down the stretch we come.
Down the stretch, but on the feet. He was not going to win this fight from his back. He needed to get up. That was step number one. Step two, find the finish.
Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent.
That was nice.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Trying to set up a choke here.
Oh, it's getting very, very deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see nothing.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed, not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes.